In the quiet of the night,
ladies,
I hear a whisper in the
and
wide,
gentlemen,
a fragile tone that pulls me gently through the fire.
welcome
Every
to the
chord
guitar
remembers you.
angle.
Every note becomes a name. I'm reaching through the
most
frequency,
athletic
but nothing
guitar string
sounds the
ever.
same. I feel the air around me tremble.
Do you feel it?
Truth I can't let go.
Are you ready
Spark inside
to get the athleticism of electric guitar started? Do you feel it in your heart? The energy, the aggression. Oh, baby, it's building up. The vibe, the mood, the feeling. Oh, baby, get ready. Stop the clock.
Sorenzo. Of Sorenzo. Sorenzo, I'm lost inside your overflow. I'm standing, but I'm drifting in the echoes. Echoes of Sorenzo. fade. 'Cause I set the stage on fire. Shredding through the chaos like a neon blade. Boss mode riffs in a pixel arcade. Smoke rising from the amp on stage. I get you all far higher.
Baby, can you feel it?
Static rising, synthesizing all my power in this hour.
Ready?
Watch me break the meter.
Meter,
Take it deeper.
deeper.
Turn it up.
Ooh, turn it up.
Turn it up.
Turn me up. Woo! Woo! Baby, ladies, gentlemen. Oh my! Welcome to the Guitar Angle. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Guitar Angle. I am your host with the most, Mr. Sorenzo. And oh my, I gotta tell you, I am in the mood today. You know why? Because why did the music stop? Unbelievable. I am in the mood today. Okay? And the reason for that is because we've got one hell of a stream for you today. Ladies and gents, I gotta tell you, one hell of a stream. Because we've got so much more from NAMM coming out. So many shock releases. Unexpected stuff. And they are awesome. In all sincerity, these new guitars are really good. So, I'll tell you what we're going to go through on the stream today, and then we're going to get to it. How about that? First, we're going to talk about Tim Henson's new signature guitars. Yes, Ibanez and Tim Henson did it again. And Fishman had a hand in it. We're going to talk about that guitar. Then, we're going to talk about a new history-making Epiphone SG, which looks like nothing you've ever seen from Epiphone or Gibson. It looks insane. We're going to talk about that guitar. We're going to then talk about Cort guitars came out with a bang. We're going to talk about that. Well, two news from Cort. We're going to talk about one first and the other one second. Then Tosin Abasi and Cordoba guitars, basically, you're like, you know what, let's just change the history of guitars. They came out with something insane good. And so much more going on in NAMM 2026, which we're going to talk about. We are excited to get the party started. Are you ready? Ladies and gents, if you are ready, let me tone this down a little. Relax, everybody. Just not get too excited here. Let us get the party started. I gotta tell you. This is like, I got to a point in my life having bought and sold dozens of guitars. You know, I felt like I got to a point in my life where I thought, you know, I'm not going to buy too many more guitars again. I know what I want. I've got what I want and what works for me, for my body, and everything else. And, you know, it's all good. You know, it's all fantastic. But no. No, absolutely not. You think you're settled, and then next thing you know, this new stuff comes out of NAMM, and you just lose your mind. So that's what's been going on for me. I don't know if you guys have been following it, but let's talk about it, y'all. Let us talk about it. So, 2026 is the year for acoustic electrics. Really, really is. Like, so many more designs came out. I think Tim Henson and Ibanez had a hand in it. But there's so many more guitar builders coming out with completely new concepts that essentially is just narrowing the gap between what acoustic guitar is and what an electric guitar is, right? Some of them are a little bit more closer to an acoustic, some of them are a little closer to electric guitars, but the reality is that that gap is becoming narrower, and it's narrower than ever. So let us have a chat about it. And Zuhair, what's happening? I am sick, Sorenzo. What happened? Why are you sick? Not even a hello. I'm sick, Sorenzo. What are you? Are you actually sick, unwell? Or are you like physically ill? Or are you sick and tired of something? What does that mean exactly? Tell me. All right, so with that being said about acoustic and electrics, let us get the party started. So check this out. Cort guitars started the year with this crazy model. So they have this series called the Masterpiece series. These are like the sort of like a top end of their ranges of the acoustic guitars. And this was the new acoustic electric that they released. Have a look at it first. Right. This is like, looks on the surface, it looks like just a normal, just a normal acoustic. It's a lot more than that. There are really interesting design decisions made on this one and the other two acoustic electrics, one being Tim Henson's signature, the other ones being Abasi concepts. We're going to talk about both of them later on the stream. But one really interesting design decision in these is that, number one, the sound holes are on the side of the body where the knobs of the pickups are. So you don't get the sound hole, the opening of it in the middle of the guitar here, and you're getting it on the other two sides. And basically what this allows to happen is that it allows the diaphragm of the guitar, just the top wood, the thin top wood, to actually, resonant more. You know what I mean? Just the resonance is going to be more because you have less air, more wood. So you get more resonance in that whole area. So it definitely has an impact on, the sound characteristic of your guitar and the sustain of your guitar. And obviously you got the sound hole, coming from out. And then this is where your pickups are, and you can adjust them whatever, right? The way it works for you. So that's like one really interesting thing. And then the second thing is, obviously, given the fact that the sound holes are up here now, the opening to it, not out here, this guitar, generally speaking, I don't think, my personal opinion, is designed for you to perform live with it in front of like a semi-large crowd, but only using the guitar's acoustics. Like, you're gonna need something more here now. Because with some acoustic guitars or classical guitars, if you're in a hall and everybody's quiet, and it's not that big, it's a small place, you still can hear stuff, right? Not anymore with this. Like, you're gonna use the pickups or some sort of a microphone if you're gonna go purely acoustic with it. So that's an interesting design there. The third interesting thing about it was how they dealt with the inlays, which I thought it was really interesting. It really goes for that sort of like wood color, sort of like cream and then brown wood colors. That's what it's going for, and it has like nice rims around it up there, and I thought it was really interesting. So nevertheless, this is the guitar. The design difference you see delivers the sound evolution you'll hear. For over a century, acoustic guitars have followed the same basic blueprint. From World War I until the modern series, this guitar rethinks fundamental acoustic designs through side-mounted sound ports that allow the top to vibrate freely, literally what I just said, without interruption. European spruce top, solid mahogany back, and sides and premium appointments to combine an instrument that looks different because it is different. So not that, like, so basically the diaphragm of the guitar, acoustic guitar, has to be able to resonate a lot. So the layer is thin, it's not super hard wood. The back of the guitar, however, it kind of is. It's mahogany, it says, I think. So there we go. What do we have? Master grade solid European spruce top material, solid mahogany on the back and the sides, modern concert body shape, gloss finish. It has a dovetail neck joint at the 14th fret. This is a dovetail neck, guys. Joint. Looks like a tail of a bird, literally. Right, it's like a set neck, basically. Hands scalloped X bracing patterns, 25.5-inch scale, like that. Fishman Matrix Infinity VT electronics, walnut body bindings, ebony bridge, Graphtec tusk nut, or saddle, rather. Neck material is walnut reinforced mahogany, so you get this. Check this out. Here we go. Where is it? Jesus Christ. There was another photo of there. Ugh, kind of. That's the neck. What a beautiful piece of wood on this. I think they've done a great job with this design. And notch width is 44.5, ebony fingerboard, 1575-inch fretboard radius, so it's kind of flat. I like it. See the design decision here. Like, we're really going, like, stepping away from, like, traditional acoustic guitars. Like, this is flat for a fingerboard. Exotic wood black inlay, Govtok gold tuning machines. It comes with elixir strings, not a surprise there. And dual side sound ports, electronically enhanced UV finish. Like, this is an interesting guitar. So now, remember the shape of this guitar? Remember how thick the guitar is? I'm gonna come back to it in a second, because on this stream today, we're gonna be talking about two other electronic acoustics, acoustic electronics, whatever you want to call it, that I think they're really interesting. Like, 2026 is the year that these things become really prevalent. There we go. This is the walnut reinforced neck. So basically, you got the wood neck, you got your truss rod routes, and then you got the walnut on either side. Classical guitar, you would go for another hard wood to reinforce the neck. Electric guitars, that's where you have your carbon rods or platinum rods there to reinforce the neck. So this is super good. Yeah. All right, let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to this guitar, shall we? Let us have a listen. Check this out. And here we go. Oops. Hold on, let me increase the volume for y'all. There we go. Also, notice how he taps on the body of the guitar. Like, you get the, percussive bits of the string, but also percussive things of him hitting on the guitar. Like, you can hear it. It's beautiful. So good. Oh, this is delicious. I'm telling you guys, like, man, Cort is really kicking everybody's rear end. Like, they're really competing with the people they're producing guitars for. This stuff looks really good. I hate this logo on Cort, this Cort logo, because Cort got like different logos. I like, they should really rebrand this, for the love of God. I can't stand that logo. Other than that, this guitar is superb good. Superb good. Zuhair says, wow, this guitar sounds beautiful. Yeah, it sounds great, right? I saw your earlier comments, by the way. I'll come back to those. But yeah, it's just a great looking guitar. Do you guys want to hear another demo? Let's hear another demo. Let's do this one. Like, the guitar is just amazing. I gotta be honest with you guys. This guitar is just super good. Shaolin says, if it doesn't connect to distortion pedal, I don't want it. You can connect this to distortion pedal. It's an acoustic electric after all. I don't know how it's gonna sound like, but it's doable. Good to see you, dude. How you doing? So yeah, I think in all sincerity, jokes aside, I think Cort is really kicking ass this year. And like I said earlier, this year, 2026, is the year that acoustic electrics are gonna go like mainstream. Like, they're not like mainstream. They're gonna become a lot more popular. Like, the gap between the electric guitars and acoustic guitars is narrower than ever, and these guitars are just become more popular. Like, so in NAMM this year, if you compare NAMM this year, for example, then compared with 2024, it's not even close the number of the acoustic electrics that are out there this year. It's just so much more. But they're becoming popular, so really interesting trend. So yeah, ladies and gents, that's the Modern Black Masterpiece series that Cort released this year. Yeah. So that's the thing. Shaolin says they've been marketed as budget guitars. It's gonna be almost an impossible climb. You're right. Look, Cort's stuff is usually marketed more on the budget side. You're absolutely right on that. What I'm seeing, not just through this guitar, but through all the other products that we talked about, and we got another Cort guitar to talk about today, by the way. But what I see from their products, they're entering the market. They're starting to compete now. Like, if you have a look at their KX models we talked about on the stream. Like, you're meaning to tell me these guitars are not competing with... We talked about like 4 of these guitars right now on earlier streams. Like, these are all going to be competing with the likes of Schecter, ESPs, Ibanez's. Yeah. So they are entering the game. And because they're producing for everybody else, they can bring the prices lower than the people that they're making the guitars for, and then compete with them just like that. They're doing a lot more this year. Shaolin says it's always top down, like PRS and the PRS SE. Yeah. Do you mean that you need a high end model to sell lower end? Is that what you mean? Yep, that's what you meant. You start expensive, then sell budget. The other way around is close to impossible. Yes, I agree with you 100% with one minor caveat. It is the case for guitar buyers that are familiar with guitar brands, like you and I, right? But if there's a guitar player out there, somebody that is just starting, somebody that is new, somebody that is dipping their foot in the waters just recently, you know what I mean? They have no idea what these brands are. For them, it's purely about the most bang for the buck. So you're absolutely right. You're 100% correct. The expensive series, the expensive catalog, the price of it always ripples down to the lower end. That's where you start from. I agree with you. If somebody's starting to play the guitar and they want to buy an acoustic electric, and you get Fishman Fluence, good-looking guitar, something like this, whatever, like that, whatever the guitar salesperson can sell them in terms of feature. You got this, and then you got another guitar, and this is just cheaper. The choice is clear. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you're 100% right. You see a lot of movement in the Cort space. They haven't signed a very, like, a prominent artist yet. They're starting to sign more and more people. But yeah. Shaolin says, but the brand matters. Epiphone always had an image problem, always cheap alternative, sometimes too cheap, and now Gibson are trying to push it up by using the open book headstock and an inspired Gibson label. Yeah, you're right, 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. My only caveat was that if somebody doesn't know the brands at all, or doesn't care, which is, I genuinely don't know what the percentage of that, the number of those people are actually, you know. But the brand 100% matters. Epiphone always had an image problem. And you're 100% right that Gibson are trying to push it up using open book headstocks and the Inspired. Now, Inspired is a little different. With Inspired by Gibson and Inspired by Custom Shop, you're actually putting American pickups into those guitars. So I have a Firebird Epiphone that is inspired by Custom Shop. The mini humbuckers in that is the Custom Shop mini humbucker. It sounds great. Shaolin says the closing of Custom Shop killed Washburn. I agree, 100%. On the money, brother. I mean, Washburn, Washburn electric guitars, like, they did everything they possibly can to get themselves out of business. They really did that. and then Nuno decided to just leave without letting him know. He just went on. He's like, screw it. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Didn't even want to tell anybody about it in Washburn. It just left. Yeah, Washburn did everything they could to screw themselves in the electric guitar space. For fairness, like, they always were predominantly an acoustic guitar builders. They really jumped on this electric guitar thing in the 80s. Because the 80s and 90s, it was getting really popular with the thrash movement and the metal and rock movement. That's why they jumped on it to begin with. But yeah, you're right. In the electric guitar space, they did everything they can to shoot themselves in the foot. Shaolin says Washburn used to put USA pickups in the pro level imports. Ah, didn't know that. Okay. So there you have it, ladies and gents. This is the modern black masterpiece Cort. So there we go. All right, Zuhair said earlier a couple of things. You got asthma cold exacerbated by this chill cold snowstorm from tomorrow here upstate New York. And hell yeah, that's me. Hello. Now, Zuhair asked, I am curious about something. You said when you don't play video games, it doesn't sound like you're not interested. Only but it sounded like you make it a point to not engage with games. Look, there are some games that I used to play and some I never liked. I think when we had that chat about video games together, I haven't gamed in a very long time. I used to. And I don't find many of them interesting anymore. I used to, like, find a lot of them interesting. Like, I used to really find games like Assassin's Creed interesting. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. You know, I was a lot younger too, for fairness. But not anymore. You know, it's just not. It's just there's few of them that I find interesting, and because, like, the ideas in that game, the storyline in that game is really good. But even then, I hardly play. What I said to you the other day was like, look, if this is something that is you think it's value add in your life, do it. And if you think it stops you from doing value add things in your life, then don't do it. That was my point. Yeah. Shaolin says they got out of business when Rudy Schlacker, I don't know that name, when Rudy sold the brand and got a cozy corporate job. I don't know who that guy is. Do I know him? That name doesn't ring a bell. Rudy Schlacker. Well, he's a schlacker. If you think about it, that's why you have to get a corporate job. He just slacks. He's a schlacker. All right, what do we have here? Who's Schlacker? Schlacker is a prominent businessman in the music products industry, best known as the former owner and CEO of US Music Corp and Washburn Guitars. Oh, okay. He's an Austrian guy. Yeah, former owner and CEO of US Music Corp and Washburn Guitars. He was born in Austria in 1977. Schlacker and partner Rick Johnstone acquired Washburn, which has been dormant since the 1940s. And then they grew the Washburn to make it one of the biggest acoustic guitar manufacturers, at one point ranking among top 3 only behind Fender and Gibson. And then he expanded his business through other acquisitions. They formed the US Music Corp, which was the parent company of Washburn, Parker Guitars, Randall Amps. And then in 2009, after a 40-year career, Schlacker sold US Music Corp to Jam Industries and stepped away from the company. And now he's just fooling around. Ah, my lord. Well, there we go. I don't think he got a corporate job after, according to what I'm reading. The man just decided to move on with his life. Yeah, Washburn was huge back in the day. Did you guys know, like, they started they brought the Hawks back, apparently? Washburn literally just, like, announced that, I don't know, a couple of days ago, I think I saw the announcement. They're bringing the Hawks back, and I'm like, why would you guys even bother in the electric guitar space anymore if you don't want it? Let me share the screen. I'll show you guys. So, this is the electric guitars. They removed the Nunos. But they started pushing this product out, Hawk 6. And they were like doing some advertisements on it and all that jazz. And I'm like, you guys really couldn't start doing any more movement in the electric guitar space when he was around? So yeah, own goal. That's an own goal. Zuer says, yeah, overall trying to listen it and do more live things. Thanks for responding. Thought you forgot my question, but yeah. No, look, I don't forget the question. So I see your comments, most of them. And there are times like there were a lot of people chatting, so I don't see everything. But I see most of them. And when I'm in the middle of a bit, when I'm doing like talking about a guitar spec, I'll finish that and then I'll come back to your comment. And for a limited time only. Okay, I'm with you now. I got you. Yeah. Shaolin says the former owner of Washburn. Yep. Shaolin says from what I found out he did, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, you could be right. I'm reading it literally based on AI. Like I put it on Gemini, and that's what it came out with. So, but it does make a lot of mistakes still. Like these models are a lot better, but they still make a lot of mistakes, man. God, like there are times when they start to hallucinate and they never stop, and yeah, it's not fun. Yeah. Shaolin says, yeah, weird move. 70s Washburn aren't really sought after except for a very small group of fanatics. They blasted the 5K model the day it was out. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I just don't understand why they would do that. So you had your N4s, you had Nuno. Just get more artists coming in and promote these out if you want to stay in the electric guitar game. If not, like, why are we having 3 more new electric guitar models coming out, 4 more, when you just lost the biggest artist you had in 20 years? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, where was this when you guys? Anyways. Zuhair says, what are your quick thoughts on the Washburn SDFSB Deluxe we just saw on your screen? This one, the Sonomaster? I don't know them, in all sincerity. So, like, $300 Strat guitar, the Sonomaster. I knew the Sonomasters, but I don't have any experience with this particular guitar. So, what are the specs of this thing? Okume body, flame maple top, 1 volume, 1 tone, 5-way switch, and it comes with Washburn's humbucker and single coils. That's their own thing. Let's see what it says. Fretboard is teakwood. Okay. Maple bolt-on neck, 25.5-inch scale gloss finish. Yeah, I don't know, Zuhair. I don't know. To be honest with you, like, I haven't played with it or tried it or read anything about it before. I mean, we can just listen to this if you guys want. Give me a second. Let's listen to it. Let's see what it has to say. I don't mind. All right, hold on. My lord. Aren't we going for glam rock? This is so 80s. Okay. Interesting. Here's what I'll tell you. Again, I don't know this guitar. Haven't really, like, I knew the Sonomasters. I knew that the Washburn guys have this model. I've never looked into it, never played it, or never read any reviews about it. Right? I am not long on Washburn electric guitars these days. I think that, again, and the reason I say this is because for years and years on end, they had the N4s, and they didn't even push it. They didn't even have advertisements for it. If you looked at their Instagram channel, there was nothing to advertise or push an electric guitar product one way or the other. I predicted, clearly now I was wrong, but at the time, not at the time, I'll tell you guys exactly when. Hold on. Like, I'll show it to you, that the video that I made about Washburn. I'll tell you the exact timestamp of it. But at that time I said, and we didn't know that Nuno was going to leave, right? I said that if Nuno leaves, this is the end of Washburn electric guitars, basically. Where's that video? There it is. 7 months ago. Here it is. I made a video 7 months ago. It says Washburn guitars are failing and it's their own fault. We talked about the electric guitar side and how it's going, and Nuno's guitar and how that comes into play, yada yada, right? It's this video if you guys want to check it out. But in that video, I predicted that Washburn is gonna just, like, you know, the electric guitar department is gonna completely die if Nuno leaves, and there's only so much you can milk that cow, right? Now, clearly, I was wrong, because Nuno left, and these guys are doing new models, right? So, fine. I was wrong there, but just looking at the history of the last 10, 15 years of the way Washburn cared about their own electric guitars, makes me feel like I'm not really long on Washburn electric guitars right now. Acoustic is a different story, but electric guitars in Washburn, I'm not big on them right now. I'd rather wait and see how these turn out. And yeah, and how the market reacts. I'd rather wait. So if you're going for if it was up to me, I had $300 and I wanted to buy a Strat, I don't know if I would go for a Washburn right now. And that's just me. Yeah. Shaolin says they have such a perfect single cut design, but they just don't believe in it. So sad. They killed the day Jam bought it. We had a big arrangement. We had a big argument with one of the employees on the Washburn forum. Really? You know the guitar that I was Shaolin, I don't know which single cut design you're talking about, but I really want to get my hand on one of the Nelly Deluxes. This one. Like the Telecaster they did for Nuno, the Nelly. I really want one of these. I'm just like fascinated with this design of obviously, having the extended cutaway, the choice of wood, and the phasing switches, and like you got like 6 options in your pickup switch. Like I really am keen at some point to get my hand on one of these. If I go to my next trip to Japan, I may buy one. And so I was like, why, guys? Just push it out, sell it, like it, advertise it, give it to different artists. Yeah, I'll come back to this later. I haven't logged in. Too bad. Won't come back to it later. Zuer says, I'm still looking for a Strat type guitar, and beside my other choices like Larry Carlton's Sire S3 or 7, this Washburn looks good too. Yeah, fair enough, man. Keep looking, like take your time, have fun with it. Like guitar buying has to be like wine tasting. You just gotta taste a little, throw away, spit away, taste a little more, and have fun with it. And then you find the one you're looking for. Like treat buying guitars, and that's just maybe me, right? But I like to treat buying guitars like a fun activity of its own, not just something you do with the end result of you buying a guitar. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how I treat it. It's like wine tasting, right? Like you don't do wine tasting to get drunk, to drink wine. You do it because it's a fun activity, and then at the end you land on something. Yeah. Shaolin says they tried going for a Les Paul clone. Didn't work out. Turns out the clients were right. Talking about the Idol? All right, let me show everybody. It's this guitar, guys, that Shaolin is talking about. Yeah. Turns out the clients were right after all. I love that comment. Yeah. Turns out if you listen to what people have to say and people want from you, you do better in business. So. Zuhair says, yeah, I mean, it looks good, but does it have the meat? Are you talking about the Nelly? I don't know what you mean by having the meat. When you listen, so this guitar, what it has is that you have 3 different configurations on your pickups, like as you normally would, neck, bridge together. And then you can have them exactly the same way when they're out of phase. So on this, like the pickup selector on this is literally like a car gearbox. Like, so it goes 6 ways, like 3 up and then 3 down. And that's a crazy nice design. That's a newer design that's innovative, and I just love the look of the guitar. And I just love Steven's extended cutaway. Like I play with 2 main guitars like that I spend almost all of my time with. And both of them are N4s. I'm just so used to the extended cutaway now. Yeah. Bird's Eye Maple. Hell yeah, look at that. That's Bird's Eye. Beautiful guitar. Crazy good guitar. I guess I will not get it then. Yeah, look, I could be wrong. If you're talking about the Sonomaster, I could be completely wrong here. Like I said, the first thing I opened the conversation with, I was like, look, I don't know. Just given their treatment of their electric guitars, only on the basis of that, I'm not long on their guitars, electric guitars right now. And I could be completely wrong. This can turn out to be the most, like the best value for money Strat you can ever buy. I just don't know. So I'm just going based on that history. Not the best sound, but is it due to the amp? Well, amp will have something to do with it at some point too, sure. Yeah. The SDFSB is a little cheaper. Yeah. Shaolin says, yeah, reminds me of the original budget pickups I had on my first guitar, Washburn X50. Not very good pickups. Yeah. So yeah, that's like the Chronicles of Washburn. Zohair says, do you edit all your videos 100% by yourself? No, I edit some of my videos 100% by myself. Shaolin says, they can if someone cared. They don't. It's under brand holding company. No one really cares. Rudy cared. Thank you. That's a good point. Like, when the brand is bought by a bunch of investors, you're less likely to get somebody that actually gives a damn about a guitar, as opposed to someone who is, well, the best case scenario is when you have the master luthier still running the show. Kiesel at Kiesel Guitars. Paul Reed Smith at PRS Guitars. When the master luthier got their name on it and they're still there running the show, that's the max give a damn you're going to get from a guitar company, guitar brand. And you obviously can see the outcome of that in the guitar qualities in Kiesel, in PRS, and other brands. Aristides is another brand. They're doing really well. Sir, superb. Sir's great. So yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. Like, I think you're right. Shaolin says, look up WI 568. That a Washburn? 568. Ooh. This is what we're talking about? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, right. There we go. Washburn Idol Series WI 568 electric guitar Blackburst. Modern, Jesus Christ. Modern carved figure. Modern carved. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. My tongues ain't rolling. Oh, my apologies. Just give me a second. All right. Let's read it like a normal human being, shall we? Modern carved figured. Oh, that was better. Flame maple top. on a mahogany body with a Seymour Duncan 59. Hell yeah, love them. Seymour Duncan 59s are great. And a Duncan custom bridge pickup. The i568 delivers all the tonal possibilities you need, equipped with the advanced Buzz 510 tuning system. The 568 idle guitar has perfect intonation in every key. Was built in Washburn, USA custom shop. Seymour Duncan 59s are great. So for those who don't know, Seymour Duncan 59s were like basically Seymour Duncan's attempt at the PAF pickup, the old school Gibson PAF. It sounds amazing. I have it on 2 or 3 of my guitars, and they are still killing it. Like, the sound of it is so good. I gotta tell you guys, like, the neck position Seymour Duncan 59 is just the best. It's awesome. Nice, creamy, rich, versatile, nice dynamic range. And believe it or not, like, there's so many other brands like this is just Washburn. Heritage guitars. Heritage. You know, Kalamazoo Gibson, right? The Heritage guys. They are still using Seymour Duncan 59s on the neck pickup of their H150 model, their Les Paul model, basically. So any US production model they've got, they're using USA Seymour Duncan 59 pickups in there. It's only their like custom shop models that they get the 225 pickup. But man, Seymour Duncan 59s slap. They're awesome. They really are. Now this guitar, flamed maple top, reveal binding, mahogany body, modern carved top, single cutaway, 2-nomadic bridge, not a shock. With Grover pickups and built in the USA custom shop. Right. Yeah. It's an interesting take. It's kind of like, it is kind of like a Hawk, but it's kind of like a Les Paul. It's like a mix of the two. But yeah, interesting guitar. Shaolin says revealed flame maple binding like what PRS does. Yeah, I know some of their guitars do that. I mean, if you got a really nice flame top, why not? You know, if you got a really nice top, you might as well just, you know. I'll show you guys what I mean. Here you go. This, guys, for those who don't know, is a reveal binding. What's like a nice photo? Can I? Yeah, kind of like that, but not really. There we go. That's like a better photo for it. That's what we're talking about. If you got like a really nice, you know, 5A top. Oh my lord, look at this. If you got a nice 5A top, then you gotta show it off and do the best you possibly can to bring out the natural beauty of the wood. So hell yeah. Hell yeah. Zuhair says, Sorenzo, when you sold your guitars, what was the reason behind it? Look, it depends. With some of the guitars, I just didn't work for my body. So for example, I sold the ESP LTD EC1000, you know, the gold Andromeda. I used to have it not long ago. LTD EC1000 gold Andromeda. So it's like a Les Paul shaped guitar, and it's like changed its shine depending on the angle of the light. So that was the guitar I had, and I sold it because Les Paul body shapes just don't work for me. Unless the guitar has like a nice sort of like a carved top, like that bevel. I just don't like that boxiness of a Les Paul. I love the shape of it, like aesthetically. The looks of the guitar looks awesome. I love the look of a Les Paul guitar looking at it. But just that body shape doesn't work for me. And so that was one. I had Steve Vai's Ibanez, a gem. The good old gem with the monkey bar, not the new ones. But one of the older ones that had the proper monkey bar. I had a gem. And I sold the gem because I just couldn't stand the middle pickup. So, Ibanez Gem Yellow. There we go. I used to have this. And I sold it because, again, that middle pickup was just, I just could not deal with the middle pickup at all. And so, it wasn't for me again. The neck was great. The neck was nice and comfortable. But I just didn't like the pickup. And I just don't like middle positions. And the sound of that pickup wasn't for me. So that was another reason why. I've sold the Mark Holcomb Signature, the blue one, 6 strings, because I didn't like the sound of the pickup. So Alpha Omega, so Mark Holcomb PRS 2023 blue. This one. So the pickups in this guitar are sort of like the evolution of the Alpha Omega Seymour Duncan set on the older model. I did not like the new pickups at all. They had less strength thickness. They had less dynamic range. And it just wasn't for me. So I sold it because of that. So many reasons why, man. The thing is that eventually when you're in a position to buy different guitars, whenever, you work your rare end off and you climb the corporate ladder or do other business ventures, and all of that together puts you in a position that eventually you can buy different guitars. When you get to that position, one of the things it allows you to do is that it allows you to buy things and keep them and play them for a while, which helps you then understand who you are as a player in terms of what your actual preferences are. So now I am in a position where I know there are a lot of guitars that I want to have, but I know that I'm not going to buy them because I know they're not going to work for me. You know what I mean? Like, I just know. I'll give you guys one very solid example. Check this out. Let's Paul. So I saw a guitar that looked very similar to this. Give me a second. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. Here we go. All right, let me share the screen. So I found a Les Paul guitar, a Gibson Les Paul, US made. Gibson traditional, so the body is not weight relieved or anything of that nature. It was a traditional Gibson, but boy oh boy, the top wood was AAA. It was awesome. The top wood was great, and I could buy it for a very good price. It was just a great buying opportunity, right? It wasn't that crazily expensive for what it is. I just didn't buy it. And the reason I didn't buy it was because I knew that if I'm buying it, it's going to be like a buy now and sell later more expensive kind of a deal. But I'm not going to enjoy playing it. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? If I want to invest my money and get something more out of it, I'll just buy some stock. I'll just buy some whatever. You know what I mean? Like an actual appreciating asset. So that's why I didn't buy it. Because guitars suck at investments, like as investments. Guitars are not good investments at all. Anybody thinks that you buy a guitar, you hold it becomes a lot more expensive when you sell it, you are dreaming. Unless it's like an actual Les Paul from the 50s, like something that actual old, like a vintage stuff. Unless it's that, you're dreaming to think you can sell a 2000, you can buy a 2020 Gibson Les Paul, keep it for 10 years and then sell it for more expensive, like crazily much. You can get that exact same amount of money, put it into a Max 7 stock, and you're getting a lot more return. So for me, like, I thought about it that way. I was like, I'm not going to play it much. I know the shape is not going to work for me. Why would I, lose the opportunity cost and put my money in that? If I really want to spend money on things and I have like a buying itch, I'll just go and buy some stock. You know what I mean? That's just like, why would you do that? You don't have to do anything with this stock. Just buy it and leave it there. That was my thought behind it. Now, having said all that, one thing I also noticed is that as I age, my guitar preferences change, right? For over the past few years, I've been converging on this sort of Washburn N4 Super Strat carved shape, right? But I also see, like, when I look at the periphery and when I look at other things that I occasionally pick up and play, I can see that my taste is changing and the way my body is accepting the guitar is changing. So maybe, I don't know, maybe next year or something, I'll decide to buy a Les Paul and then that becomes my main. You don't know, because you change as a player. Your music taste changes, your body changes. If you are a slim person and you don't have a belly like me, right? You find it a lot easier to play more boxy guitars, like old school Tellys or Les Pauls or anything that is boxy, doesn't have curves and bevels on it. So maybe I'll lose a lot of weight and I find those not comfortable. You know what I mean? So you just got to keep your mind open on these things. But that was like, that's how I look at it when I buy or sell. Zuhair says, you wouldn't believe it. I was just about to ask you if outgrowing a guitar and it no longer fitting comfortably, like I have sometimes with my PRS after many years owning it, was a reason. I always have trouble sitting and playing a Les Paul. Yeah, look, just listen to your body. And I'm kind of sounding like a broken record here. Go to a guitar store and just try different shapes and see where you go with it. I'll tell you guys the story. A friend of mine, he is huge. He might be even watching this right now. He is huge on Pantera and Dimebag Darrell. He loves Dimebag. The music, that era of metal, he just so into it. And he's so into these guitars. Like the ML. Like, it's just his bread and butter. He knows all about it. He just loves them. Okay? You guys cannot believe. Can you guys guess what was the guitar he bought? The last guitar he bought, and he's loving it? And it's his thing? So, this is what he used to go for? That was his thing, right? Can you guys guess what was his last guitar purchase? Not long ago. You cannot guess it. Can someone try and guess? What do you guys think? He went with a Rev Star. He went to a store, played a Yamaha Rev Star Standard with P90s. This guitar. Literally this guitar. He picked that up and he fell in love with it. And now that's all he plays. For a year. From like being in and out all over Dimebag. Like that's all he was about. Pantera, Dimebag, dive bombs. You know what I mean? And then picked this up, loved the sound of that P90. The body shape just worked magic and wonders for him, and that's all he plays now. And he's playing rock and blues stuff now. So So you gotta go to a store, try different things, play and see what works, and then whatever works, get that, live with it, listen to your body, and then move around. Yeah, people evolve. Ryu, how are you? Good to see you, man. Yeah, people evolve, 100%. So it's a mistake not like listen to that evolution is what I'm saying. Listen to it, and you'll have a better time with your guitar. You know, sometimes it'll say stay where you are. It's perfect. Listen to it. Sometimes it'll say go. You go. Sup, brother? How you doing, man? Life treating you all right? Do you feel athletic? Do you feel like the athleticism popping out of your eyes? Do you feel that? I hope you do. Good to see you. All right, y'all, shall we jump to the next item on the docket? Shall we jump to the next item on the, and I have a feeling that this crowd is gonna trash what we're gonna talk about. I have this feeling, but I could be wrong. So I'm keen to see your reaction to this. Ryu says, love Yamaha stuff. Brother, did you see that Telecaster came out? The Pacifica Telecaster? What do they call it? SG? What do they name it? I forgot what they named it. Obviously, they're not going to call it Telecaster. They're going to call it like a single cut or something. But yeah, they released a Telecaster body there. It has a humbucker on the neck and a single coil on the bridge. Which is like, this is great. They look great too. So yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the next item on the docket, shall we? Guys, how do you feel about this guy? Purely out of curiosity. You guys let me know in the chat what you feel about the guy, because I know some people love him, some people absolutely don't. But his line of acoustic electric came out with 5 new guitars, out of which 3 of them are just new colors of the existing model. So this was the existing model he had, the Tot 10N, Tot 10 nylon, right? And now it's coming in the white and it's coming in the pink. And the white and the pink are going to be available in summer, in half a year, right? Which is all well and fine. I'm not going to talk about that because this is just a change in color. However, there's 2 new models out, the Tot 100 and the Tot 100N. Tot 100 FMN and Tot 100N. So I thought, let's have a chat about this because this was interesting. Couple of things about it. Number 1, the choice of wood has changed on these guitars comparing with the older model. Secondly, Fishman pickups in them. And I thought, like, just to quickly bring this to your attention, have a look. So, this is the guitar. You have the Ibanez headstock there. You have the Tree of Death, the opposite of Tree of Life, on the guitar. Has a beautiful binding there. No questions about that. Man, it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking guitar. No questions about it. And they're talking about more colors of it coming out next year. So, you have an FRH chambered body. Fan bracing for chambered FRH body. That's the bracing of it. Flame maple top. Okume back. Okume sides. So again, nice flame maple top on the diaphragm with the guitar right there. And then you got a hardwood on the back end of sides. Now, the neck is a C-shaped Nyata, which is like a replacement for mahogany, I suppose. It's a set neck. I'm a little surprised with this selection, but fine. I don't understand why you wouldn't go for, I don't know, a Wengi, a maple. But anyways. Ebony fretboard, ebony double hole bridge. We'll talk about that in a second. Rosewood body binding, tree of death inlays, gold classical tuners, 22 frets. Comes with a Fishman acoustic matrix under saddle pickup and a Fishman bridge mounted body pickup, and with the Fishman Aura preamp. 1/4-inch output with a battery compartment. It is, if I'm not mistaken, this is what is that? 17 inches, 16 inches? Fretboard radius? 16 inches. 1575. So it's like well and flat, you know. It's like it's not a round kind of a fretboard at all. 21. Now this is the interesting bit. This is sort of goes back to my comment talking about how the bridge between acoustics and electrics are becoming narrower. 25 mils on the first fret. That is thin for an acoustic guitar, a classical guitar. And then 22 mils at like the 7th fret. So like this is very, very electric guitar kind of a spec on the neck. You know what I mean? And that kind of makes sense, right? He plays fast stuff. You need something nice and fast. Now, the thickness of it, 1/15/16 of an inch, that is thin. So again, another thing that sort of is bringing the acoustics and the electrics closer together. If you guys are interested to see what kind of sound concept they're going for, Tim Henson has a new song out that he's sort of, it's not a song for artistic purposes, it's a song for promoting this. Check it out on his YouTube channel. I can't play it because of copyright. So I thought this was like an interesting thing that came out. So that was one acoustic electric that I'm like, all right. So you had the Cort coming in with this guitar, and then you had the Tim Hensons coming in with this guitar. The real one, which I thought it was the wonder of 2026 releases, was this. Tosin Abasi came in with a 7-string acoustic electric, and it looks like the Emmy. This, in my opinion, is the highlight of this year's acoustic electric releases, or honestly in the top 3 highlight of the releases at all. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. Before we listen to this, like, let me just stop the music for a second. Before we listen to this guitar in a second, which I really want you guys to hear it. I really want you to hear it. Can I say something? How much I respect Tosin. How much I really respect this guy. The man is a successful artist, is a successful businessman. Look at his body. Very well taken care of. Ripped, not ripped, but big, muscular. And pushes the whole guitar philosophy, the whole guitar thing forward. Guitar designs, evolves the instrument. That is, like, ladies and gents, that's as good as it gets. The man is successful and accomplished. And he's like young. He's like 35. It's just unbelievable how much respect I have for this man. Unbelievable. Just came in and made things happen in every facet he could possibly do it. So hats off to Tosin for all of this stuff. Like it takes effort, man. Like it takes effort. And for me, I'm like, holy shit, man, I'm working 70, 80 hours a week. And I'm like, I got to do more. Like there are some times that I'm like, oh man, I'm tired. Let me chill. And I look at people like Tosin. I'm like, holy shit, I'm not doing enough. I got to do a lot more. So hats off to Tosin for that. I will be keen to purchase one of these. It just looks insane. It's an amazing concept in an acoustic or on a guitar like this. It's just insane. Anyways, enough of that. Let's have a listen to this guitar. My lord, it wasn't this good. Oh, this was fantastic. So that's the. All right, that's enough. Thanks, Tosin. But that's the guitar. It's the highlight. Now, a few things about it, other than the shape of, like, you've never seen an acoustic guitar or an acoustic electric shape like this, like an Emmy, like an Abasi Emmy. Aside from that, this is a 7-string acoustic electric, right? Now, there are 7-string acoustic guitars out there. Ibanez, in fact, did one last year. There was a black acoustic guitar that they did for 7-string. Guys, the 7-string concept, like when people think about it, they think about metal and all that jazz. But 7-string acoustic and classical guitars were used by, like, say, old school Brazilian guitar players, right? It's not a new phenomenon. Like traditional ethnic music players, like in Brazil, they've been using these kind of guitars forever. So this is not like a new crazy thing. That it's not common. Ibanez did one in 2025, like when that was part of their 2025 catalog. However, again, Tosin does, he has a new way of making guitars and architecting a guitar, and he has a very unique and new way of playing it. He's pretty nuanced and sort of like forward looking in both his guitars and his playing, is what I'm trying to say. So it comes in 3 guitars. It is made in collaboration with Cordoba, the acoustic guitar players. A purpose-built nylon string guitar for electric players. Modern feel, authentic nylon tone, no compromises, not available for pre-order. And I thought, oh Lord, yes. So check this out. The Abasi Stage 7 is a purpose-built nylon string electric guitar for electric guitar players. So expect, electric guitar player preferred stuff on the neck, like the thickness of the neck, 24 frets, which you don't get on acoustics or nylon guitars. Designed with Abasi concepts on the Larada, like ergonomic platform. Sorry, I've been calling it the Emmy. Is it the Larada? I thought this was the Emmy shape. Never mind. And built on Cordoba proven stage solid body concept, it represents a new class of nylon string instruments created for contemporary performance. Now, rather than adapting a classical guitar for stage use, the Abasi Stage 7 was conceived from the outset for electrified environments. A thin, extensively chambered mahogany body with custom internal bracing delivers organic nylon response. Sculpted Larada contours and reduced body depth provides a natural, balanced feel. Anyway, so what do we have? 24 frets, 7 strings, goes from B to E. It's a multi-scale guitar. My goodness. And narrower spacing on the thing. My God, this looks awesome. I'm so impressed with this guitar. All right. And then what do we have here? Flat C shape is the neck shape. Rosewood fingerboard. Solid spruce body with ultra thin exotic wood veneer. Ah, that didn't see that coming. Okay, interesting. They veneered the top. Was that a purposeful? I wonder whether this veneering stuff is a, because I don't think it's gonna, like, it's not a cost compromise for this guitar. I would be surprised if it is. I have a feeling that that veneer has to do with doing something with the resonance of that, with the diaphragm. I could be wrong. Fingerboard radius is compound, 16 to 24 inches, so a little round to almost to literally flat. Bone nut, rosewood with bone saddle bridge. Fusion fan rosewood overlay headstock. Custom stage pickup system with under saddle transducer and internal body sensors. And you got a side mounted controls. Ah, this is insane. The neck is the winner for me. 16 to 24 inches in the neck radius. Multi-scale. Flat C. Neck shape. The neck is the winner. Really. What do you guys think? Look at that carve, man. Look at that carve. No heel. I love it. I love it. Oh. Jesus Christ, this is good. So the guitar doesn't have a heel. See that? The binding is coming from like the other side. Very similar to Extended Cutaway. Is there anything this guy can't do? Is there anything Tosin can't do? And it comes with its gig bag. There we go. Contemporary players are gonna love this. There are some people that are gonna love. They can't wait to get their hand on this thing. If you're a contemp player, jazz player, fusion player, you can't wait to get your hand on this. How much is this? $2,200. It's a little pricey. That's a lot of money. But hey. So there we go. I thought this guitar was really the highlight of the year, in my opinion. And you guys know me. I cannot stand acoustic guitars. I'm not the guy for it. Anybody that knows me at all knows that I'm just not a fan of acoustic guitars. I'm so sold on this one. Well, Ryu says, where is the sound hole? It's on the side of it. Here. Let me see if I can find a better angle. See it? It's on the side. Is there like a side image that we can? I don't think there's a photo that shows the thing on the side, dude. Let's see. There we go. Oops. It's right there. Not having the sound hole here and having it on the side basically allows for the top wood to resonate a lot more. You know, because now you don't have like air and then wood around of it going like, you know, resonating. You have like a really nice thin top that can resonate really nice and well. So that's actually a really, really good feature. And almost all acoustic electrics are having it, right? So this one has it. Tim's has it. And we talked about the modern black Cort also that has the exact same kind of a concept. With much bigger sound hole, this one, right? The sound ports are a lot bigger here. They have two of them. Tim's one, I think, is on the top too. Can I get another photo of this? Is there another photo of this? Or no? Maybe there's more photo of this. There we go. Yeah. Tim's wanted up here as well. Tosin's is right in the middle somewhere here. See that? Right where the rib is. The upper rib. So yeah. This could this could really be my first ever nylon guitar that I willingly bought. Is anything this guy can't do. Unbelievable. Hats off, firm handshakes to the friend of the stream and the friend of the channel, Mr. Tosin Abasi, ladies and gents. So yeah. What do you guys think of the guitar? Like, maybe I should share, but what are your thoughts, guys? Like, I told you guys what mine was. And I was like impressed with everything about it. What do you guys think? Like, forget about the price tag for a second, because like, again, it's not possible to forget about the price tag if you're actually buying something, right? But we're not buying this right now. It's not even in the market. This is just a pre-order, even if you want to buy it. But none of us right now probably wants to buy this at this moment. So forget about the price tag. What do you guys think of the ideas behind this guitar? And here's the only reason I say forget about the price tag, because what happens is that the price tag creates a lot of strong emotions. Like, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people absolutely hate PRS or Sur, right? The guitars are like really boutique and really expensive. And so you have now like a cult of people that are like hating on PRS stuff, you know what I mean? Even now, like, for example, PRS has SE models. Stuff sticks, like, oh, PRS doesn't have a soul, or they're sellouts. Guitars for lawyers and doctors, you know what I mean? And I get that. Like, I've been in a not financially well-off position for years. Many years. Almost all of my adulthood. Until it changed recently. So I understand that it does strong emotions, especially if you can't afford something. You're less likely to like it and more likely to say, you know what, it's just not good anyways. So I get that. But put the price tag aside for a second, and I'm sure you guys are all of you guys are well off. I don't think anybody here is doing as badly as I did, so hats off to you guys for it. But what do you guys think? What are the ideas behind this guitar that you liked or disliked? It's just like the idea that you get all of these electric guitar features and put it into a design like this is insane. Yeah. Nice curves on the body. Nice and thin. Huh. But yeah, do let me know. It's interesting to see how people feel about a guitar like this. Partially because the guitar market is really conservative. I mean, we still love our Gibson Les Pauls and Fender Strats and Tellys and all that. Fine. Which is fantastic, but yeah. All right. Guys, a couple of, speaking of traditional, just a couple of news to talk about. First one was that if you guys are a fan of Architects, the metal band, they've got a new music video out a few days ago. It's awesome. Check that out if you guys are a fan of those songs. Poppy, another metal artist, if you're familiar with her. Poppy is out with a few music videos out there. So check that out if you are into her music. Gibson, it's like a brief news, because Gibson's usually, when it comes to NAMM, you know, I mean, Gibson's selling point is the classics, not the new stuff. So you don't expect something wildly insane coming out. But Gibson, as expected, pushed their more traditional stuff. There was nothing to hear about Gibson Modern series or anything of that nature. So the focus was still, again, the 50s and 60s and the tributes and all that. So nothing really surprising there. Ryu says, I like it in natural finish. Oh, you're talking about the Abasi? So you like it in this one? Let's see if I can get a better photo. That's a different color, eh? But yeah, this is the one you're talking about. So yeah, Gibson guys came in and sort of like went with the same old tricks, and don't mind it. Now, a couple of other news there that there was nothing on the website, but I want to share it with you guys because I monitor the guitar market a lot. Number one, Charvel guitars. Charvels, as of now, haven't updated their website with any new models for 2026. They were custom shop Charvel models that was in the Fender's booth at the NAMM show. So you get like a whole bunch of new custom shop stuff, which is great. Nothing wrong with that. But there was no new like production model coming in Charvel. and their website has not really changed since we checked it last a while ago. There's no new models posted there. So Charvel's, not much. Number 2, Chapman guitars, and our friend Dorotio is a massive fan of Chapman. Dorotio, if you're around, say hello. If the real Slim Shady, please stand up, kind of a vibe. Chapman guitar got a bunch of new models coming in, but their website isn't updated yet. Now, Chapman's new model at NAMM, the body shapes are the same, so you're still getting the very similar body shapes. They're, if I'm not mistaken, still made in India, a lot of them. But the thing that Chapman guitar are going to have this year that they didn't have the previous years is that, number 1, almost all of their guitars are going to have the carbon rod reinforcements in the neck. They didn't have before. So they not like the usual, like, average production model didn't have it. They got it now. So that's the first thing. All of those necks, almost all of them, are going to be coming in with carbon rod reinforcements, and that's fantastic. One of the things that Rob Chapman himself said in one of the interviews that I was listening to was that, look, we're going to make guitars thinking more about the stage person now, somebody that goes on a stage and performs. And if you got these reinforcements in the neck, obviously that makes your neck a lot more stable, and that's a big W for somebody that goes on the road, because you just take your guitar in different climates and temperatures and, you know, travel and all that jazz. So that was the first change in Chapman guitars that almost all their guitars are going to have now this year. The second change was that their guitars are coming in with their in-house pickups. So these are the pickups that Bob Chapman co-designed, co-configured, co-EQ'd. And all of these guitars are going to now have those pickups, Chapman pickups, in their guitars. As you guys know, older Chapman models, some of them did have Chapman's in-house pickups in there. Some of them had other pickups in there. I know DiMarzio's, where some of them had DiMarzio's, some of them had others. But yeah, Dorotio says, I'm late, bros. Hello. What's happening, pal? How are you? We were talking about Chapman guitars, and I thought I'd give you a shout out. I'm not sure how much you heard, but I was talking about new Chapman models are out at NAMM. The website is not updated, but there are 2 features that Chapman guitars this year have that the older ones didn't. Yeah. Dorotio says Chapman ceramic humbuckers are real good. They sound really nice. They sound really nice. I think I played with a stacked humbucker at some point. So it wasn't a real humbucker, it was a stacked one, but I mean, stacked humbuckers are real, right? But yeah, so Charvel's no new models except from custom shop stuff, and nothing that they've announced on their website as of today. Chapman's, they've got new models, but their website is not updated yet. A lot of them are still prototypes that are out, but they're not ready for sale. They'll be out in a month or 2, I guess. So that's on the Chapman side. I think it's good that they're adding the carbon rods in the neck. I really think that. Traveling artist is one consideration, but also the fact that these guitars are produced in India, which is a completely different climate, like than Indonesia in a lot of ways. That's where they come from. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm keen to see how the guitars this year turn out for Chapman. And I hope they work. I like the guy. I hope it works well for him. So these are the little tiny miscellaneous news that I thought to share with you guys. There's new songs from Architect, new songs from Poppy, the 2 brands that I've been monitoring, and there's not much out from them yet. And the Gibsons, obviously, with the focus still being on the 50s and 60s stuff. I was expecting this year, incorrectly so, that Gibson would do something in the Modern series. Gibson Moderns. So, but clearly not. So that's something that we have to wait for a little more. I guess the Moderns didn't do as well then. You know what I mean? So yeah. Here we go. All right, ladies and gents, I am gonna just chill the music down a little. We are gonna go and do my favorite part of the stream. Shall we? Shall we? Guys, as always, as I do it on every stream, it's my favorite part of the stream. Just to thank you guys for hanging out with me. What can I say? What can I say? Happy Saturday, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love these talks. I don't know if you guys like see it as I talk and I'm animated and I get my emotions high and low and go through all of that roller coaster when we were talking about guitars. I just love it, and I love it that you guys join me and give me your inputs. I learned so much from you guys already. Like with Dorotio's, with Ryu's, Shaolin and I were talking about the stuff. Zuhair always asks questions about like the mindset of things that are not necessarily guitar specs related, but surround guitars. And Vadim, who is my good lord, like the man just knows his stuff, the details of the stuff he knows. Just appreciate you guys, man. So yeah, let me open this. And guys, this is to your health. Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Cheers.
Let it go, watch the river take the flow. Cloudy minds, they drift below. Breathing slow, let it go, watch the river take the flow. Cloudy minds, they drift below.
Cheers, brother.
Just a tune to keep the time. Soft beats align with heartbeats rhyme. In the stream we float in light.
Kampai, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. Boy, oh boy. You know, this is the thing, right? And I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, you know, we go and make videos and go live and all that and talk about guitars. But the thing that really makes it fun is you guys actually joining in and having a chat. This is honest to God. It's the honest truth. Because, you know, it's like because with the guitars, it's just there. You know what I mean? Just everybody can go and just go to a website and just read and, you know, or watch a video and that's it. But it's here when you guys come in and we all chat together and you guys tell me off sometimes and you know, we chit chat and have a good time. Like that's the real magic of the stream. And I was just thinking about it. I'm like, man, I better not forget it. Like that's the thing that makes it magical. Guitars, you just, you know, like articles, you can just go and freaking just read it. You know what I mean? It's just there. That's not where the magic is. The magic is when you guys come in and we have a chat and have fun together. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. All right. Let me wipe my shades, and then we will jump to the next item on the docket. How about that? How about that, you guys? All right. Let's do this. Guys, the next one is a release from Epiphone. And I was like, what? I was like, what just happened? I did not see that coming. Watch this. You guys know Fatoumata Diawara? Like, a very long time ago. I didn't even remember her name at the time when I read this. But when I went on to listen to her, I realized I've heard one of her songs a very long time ago. A very long time ago. I used to be friends with this girl, like an Australian, Malaysian girl. And she was so into hippie stuff. And her friends, they all had like, you know, dreads, and they all smoked a certain plant, and they were all about it. They were just hipsters, right? But she was a friend of mine, and I remember that she actually played one of her songs. That's why I remembered it. I was like, oh my god, okay. Like I didn't recognize the name or the face, But when I went to listen to her, I remembered the music. Nevertheless, Epiphone unveils the history-making Fatoumata SG. And, okay, the reason they're calling it history-making, I'm feeling a little two ways about it. So it says it's history-making because the model makes Fatoumata the first woman of color to receive an Epiphone signature guitar. And that's well and good. There's nothing wrong with that statement. My approach, and I know almost everybody else's approach in the guitar community, because guitar community is awesome, man. We have an awesome community. Our approach has always been, we don't care what you look like, we don't care where you're from. All we care about is how well you play and how good you are. Like we were talking about Tosin, and Tosin, I mean, Tosin is also black, you know what I mean? And nobody, like when somebody thinks Tosin, no one's like, oh my, like, you know, black guitar player Tosin Abasi. No. Tosin Abasi. We say Tosin Abasi is freaking awesome. So I felt a little weird about this statement. You guys could have just said, you know, she's an amazing person. She's an amazing guitar player. We gave her a signature guitar. I wish they approached it that way, but maybe that's just me. Epiphone has received a brand new signature SG for Grammy-nominated artist Fatoumata Diawara. Born of her passion for the SG Muse, the guitar is a player-focused instrument that reflects her aesthetic. This collab makes history, like I just said, and then it's available on Epiphone.com and Gibson garages in Nashville and London via Epiphone dealers. All right, shall we listen to this? Her songs are ethnic and they're interesting. Not everybody's into ethnic stuff. But she is, her songs are like, her music is very heavily inspired by, ethnic African music. So check this out.
Who is Fatoumata? Someone that is dreaming of a better life, a better world for all of us. Fatoumata is a Malian singer, dancer, and a guitar player. I love a guitar.
Me too.
Mali is so rich. Every region, every instrument speaks a language. Every region has its own sonority. I'm probably from Wassoulou. That is like James Brown music, you know, very Indian music, sometimes very rhythmic. I can say 90% of Malian don't know Jimi Hendrix. We don't have access to the universal music. So to tell you how much we listen to the Malian music all the time, morning to the night, it's really, you know, unique, special, powerful. The moment that I started to feel the music that can really change my life started when I was in Ivory Coast. My older sister passed away very suddenly. And as a child, I was very shocked, you know. It was my first time to face this kind of emotions, you know, and I've been starting to sing for her. Instead of crying, I sing to heal myself. It's connected to my heart, you know, singing. I like singing to heal people. Sharing my history, giving hope to people is everything to me. It's very beautiful. When I step on stage, I'm like going to the war, but a positive war, a freedom war. A woman going to her freedom. Yeah, it's a place where I feel like will applaud you.
So you guys can hear
when I compose, you know.
So it's really fusion. It does certainly have some Western elements in her music. But the thing I did not see coming was Epiphone going for a pattern on the guitar like this. I did not see that happening. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, Gibson is like traditional. The Epiphones are like traditional stuff. I didn't see that happening. So it was interesting. Like, I don't know what the move is here. I don't know what the business decision behind doing this was. If it is the case that our boys in Epiphone and Gibson trying to expand in the African continent. If that was the game, I don't know. But that's where it's at right now. Okay. Now, funny, believe it or not, by the way, South Africa, the country South Africa, is one of those countries, from what I heard, that there's actually is the custodian of a lot of 50s Gibsons. There was a time where a lot of wealthy people in the South Africa were buying these Gibsons there, and so like a lot of collectioners, Joe Bonamassa included, they either themselves or they sent somebody to go to like South Africa to buy those guitars and bring it back home to America. Yeah. Dorotio says, I wonder if they showed these at the NAMM show. They didn't. I don't think they did. At least the videos that are out there that I looked from NAMM, there was no mention of this guitar or nothing there. Reverb did an interview with the Gibson guys. It's on YouTube, so on Reverb's YouTube channel. This wasn't there when I saw it, when I checked it out. And I checked 2 other videos of people checking out the Gibson booth. It could be there and they were in the videos. It could be that. But this is just, I don't know. I'm glad she's got a signature guitar. I'm glad that her hard work is being recognized, and I'm glad that Epiphone sees a business opportunity with her. You know what I mean? So more power to her. I just didn't see them going with a design like this on a guitar for a company that is known for it being traditional. You know what I mean? All right. So enough about that. Let us talk about the specs of this guitar. Shall we? By the way, this guitar is $700. There we go. That's the guitar. That's the back. That's, as SG as it gets for you. Now, let's talk about the specs a little, shall we? Mahogany body. Bound rosewood fretboard with 22 medium jumbo frets and pyrroloid trapezoid inlays. Obviously. Epiphone locking tuners. That's nice. We like that. Sorry. Al-Nickel Classic Pro pickups. Comes with a hard shell case. Mahogany neck with a custom C profile. Gold hardware. Amber red neck tenon cover. Speed knobs. Pickup rings. Wear control covers and all that. And then 3 volume and 2 tone. Push and pull, basically. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm losing my voice. Apologies for that. So now, mahogany body, gloss finish. It kind of makes sense. You want all the painting to pop out, right? So not surprised at all that it's gloss. Rosewood fretboard, 22 frets, mahogany neck. Nut width is 43 mils. 2475-inch scale, so that's your classic Gibson scale length. 12-inch in fretboard radius, not a surprise. Set neck, medium jumbo frets, Graphtec nut, and a custom C profile. And we talked about the pickups too, and everything else. So overall, it is really just like, it's not that crazily different. If you compare this, the specs of this guitar with like your standard Epiphone SGs, it's not that crazily different. There's nothing crazy going on there other than, your pickups there maybe, and then the painting. I don't even think like okay, can we check another Epiphone, like another Epiphone SG? So let's check out the SG Muse here. So this one is for $430, right? What are the pickups on this thing? Alnico Classic Pro. Yeah, so this is an SG Muse, essentially. I was wrong. I thought the pickups are going to be different. They're not. So this is the Muse. It's just with the painting, basically. Am I wrong? No, mahogany body. Okay, so fingerboard instead of laurel is rosewood. That's the first difference. And that's it. Okay, so the only difference between the SG Muse that is sold at, how much was it again? $430? Yeah, SG Muse at $430. So the only difference between the SG Muse at $430 and the Fatoumata SG at $700, so $250 more, is two things. Number one, the paint job, and number two is that the fretboard on the Fatoumatas is rosewood, whereas the one on the SG Muse is just laurel. That's the only difference between the two guitars. The pickups are exactly the same. The neck and body woods are exactly the same. Other neck specs are exactly the same. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. That's a big price jump for just the fretboard material and a paint job. Yeah. Interesting, huh? The magic of a signature guitar. But regardless, man, hats off to Fatoumata Diawara, firm handshakes, all the best. More power to her. We like more and more artists getting recognized for their hard work and their genius and their artistry, so that's good. We like it. We like it a lot. Yeah, so this was an interesting thing there. Okay, guys, one sort of a brief intermediate thingy for our brains to have a bit of a break. For those who are interested, if you guys are interested in a bit of a history, the PRS YouTube page released a 40-something minute documentary, if I'm not wrong, of Paul's history with Ted McCarty. And there was interviews of Ted McCarty in it, like old interviews of his in it. If you guys are interested in that, check it out. I watched it in full. I thought it was awesome. I really enjoyed watching it. So if you guys are into it, you want to hear Ted McCarty talking, they share some like old stories together. Some old stories of Ted. If you guys are into that, check this video out. It's really nice. It's a beautiful video. Yeah, it's on PRS's YouTube channel. That's like a thing that I wanted to. Yeah, I forgot to mention. I wanted to mention this earlier on the stream. I forgot. So, I'll give you guys, like, not trying to spoil things, but I'll tell you guys. So in that video, they share a lot of stories. A lot of like fun stories of why certain things came out to be that way in Gibson and then PRS, and how Ted McCarty didn't really receive any recognition for his work, but really what Paul Reed Smith did was to, one of the things he did for him in exchange, like in appreciation for Ted's mentorship, was to really give him the credit, really put him on the spotlight so everybody sees who's the genius behind all of this stuff. So yeah, check it out. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful. You don't see that many documentary like this that often. Obviously, there's talks about the PRS McCarty guitar, all that. So there's a bit of a plug in that video. Obviously, nothing surprising there. But overall, that video is beautiful. So check it out if you're into it. Yeah. Okie dokes. Shall we jump to the next item on the docket? Shall we? I've got this guitar I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I thought, again, it's not the best attempt ever, but you can kind of see where it's going. So, y'all know Cort guitars. Yeah. So they have entered the Headless guitar game now. You know, using all the knowledge from all the other guitar builders, and they came up with their metal guitars. And now using all the knowledge they gathered from Strandberg, they're coming with their own Headless guitars now. And when I saw this photo, I'll tell you guys one thing. This is one of the tricks at marketing. If you want to market something, this is one of the things you have to always consider. Marketing and product development. The things that have the highest chance of sticking are the things that are new, but they are familiar. Right? If it's new and familiar, so not new and completely off the whatever, you know what I mean? It's new, but it's very familiar. Those are the things that have the best chance at creating excitement. When I looked at this guitar, look at the top half, just the two horns here. How, if we covered like the bottom half of this guitar, this would be like a normal Strat, super Strat guitar shape for you. You know what I mean? And that was like that is not by default. That's by design. That's the conscious decision that they made on that. So I thought that was interesting. Nevertheless, they came out with this guitar. The shape of the guitar is a little like round, a little like squeezed in for some reason, it feels like to me. So I thought that was like interesting. I was expecting the shape maybe to be a little bit more athletic, a little bit thinner in some ways. But overall, you can clearly see how they're going for a familiar upper body look. This is really just like a super Strat with his belly cut off, right? So the concept is not that different to what, for example, Kiesel Kybers are doing. You know what I mean? Kiesel Kybers is a little bit more, like, less symmetrical in the cutaway and the belly. But they've got that going on here, which I thought that was really interesting. So it comes in two colors. You got the sort of the aqua turquoise, and then you got the black, which is this one. A couple of other interesting things here, and the moment I saw the photo, I was like, these are good guitar design decisions. The first one is the headstock. Right, now you might look at it and be like, oh well, what is so crazy about this headstock? Well, let me tell you what. If you look at a Strandberg headstock, so Strandberg Bowden headstock, right? If you look at the Strandberg Bowden headstock, you see how this piece of wood here, like the headstock wood, is kind of the continuation of where your Allen wrench locks are. See that? That's like the continuation of it, right? But now compare and contrast it with this. It has some stuff pointing out, see that? It's not just straight. That's really key, because if you want to put the guitar on a guitar stand, on a neck holding guitar stand, like, you know, one of the ones you put here and it goes luck, it allows you to put it on a stand like that. Whereas you don't have that option with Strandbergs. With Strandbergs, you either have to put them in a case or put them in their specific Strandberg built guitar stands. Right? So that's one of the design things that is missing in Strandberg. Other guitar brands like Hills, for example, have already addressed this, and now Cort in their design have actually addressed this. So you can actually put this guitar on a hanger. Right? So that was like that was again something that I appreciated there. Here you go. That's the back of your guitar. It got some nice multiplied neck. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this design in a second. But just have a look at how it looks like. Funny how the headless guitar has a bit of a volute in it and Gibsons still don't. A lot of them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Dorotio says, I have an idea. Release a guitar with that body style, but with a headstock with tuners at headstock. It will surprise everybody. Like this? Kiesel has done it, dude. Kiesel Kybers have done it. I'll show you. Here. Do you like this though? Like, do you like this shape? Because I know you're a lot into 80s sort of like shred vibes electric guitars. I know that's your thing. But like, what are your thoughts on this, Dorothea? I love this shape. I don't know how I feel about the headstock. For some reason, with headstocks that are cut away like this, I feel like it might break. Like I have that fear, and I've never had a guitar like that. And I'm sure they don't, man. They're like, the builders are not stupid. Like they're gonna make guitars that are going to be stable, and they're going to give it every reinforcement possible. So that's fine. But that's the Kyber. What are your thoughts on this? Doroteo asks, is that a legator guitar? No, it's a Kiesel. It's a Kiesel. You can actually build it on their website's builder. There we go. Yeah, it's one of their latest models. I think the Kyber came out like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. I could be wrong. Around that time though. Yeah. That's the Kyber. So the bottom bit is missing like that. And it has a headstock with tuners on it. Yeah. This looks awesome, by the way. I really like the look of this. So that's the version of the Kiesel with headstock. And then obviously they have the Kybers without the headstock. So, oh, look at that. Look at these ones. Oh my lord. So Steph Carpenter got a new signature with him? Steph Carpenter got a new signature. The camo. And that looks like a Kyber, a headless Kyber. He just loves to play around. I like that guy. There we go. That's the headless Kyber. Which now clearly Stephen Carpenter got a signature on. But yeah, that's the Kyber. That headstock is straight rip-off of the Legator guitar brand. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're right. Legator's got that too. Here. This is what Doroteo is talking about for those who are not aware. Where is it? It's that shape. It's kind of that kind of shape. You guys see the similarity? That's what Dorothy was talking about. But yeah, like that shape that Cort is doing, just going back to Cort, is like that shape with headstock is there are guitars similar to that there. There was another brand that I think is doing something similar to the Kyber. Who was it that did it? I don't remember. There was one other brand, I can't think of them right now, that did something similar. But yeah, so you got this guitar going on, which really doing a great job going with new but familiar and the body shape of the guitar. Look at the Legator Rusty Coley signature. Okay, sure, I'll look at it after this. Let me do this bit, I'll have a look at it. So, okay, so you have this going on, and the thing that made me laugh was the fact that there's the Cort logo exactly where Strandberg logo is. You know what, the Strandberg's got their logo right here. That's where Cort put it. And I'm like, these guys got access to everybody's trade secrets. Every major company that is not Gibson, that, built their guitars in Indonesia, they got access to all of their secrets. Like, they're gonna just take out the best ideas and put it in a guitar. That's another example of it. So, there you have it. Let's talk about the specs of this guitar for a second. So, Okume body, bolt-on neck. It has it's a multi-scale guitar, 25 to 25.5 inch. Roasted maple neck and walnut 5-ply laminated. I adore this spec. I love this so hard. Like, it speaks to me in different languages. It looks beautiful. It's stable. Fantastic. Just great, great, great. Neck shape is an Ergo V neck profile. Guys, remember this neck shape? I'm going to come back to it in a second. The neck thickness is 21 mil on the first, 23 on the 12th. So, fine. Roasted maple fingerboard. Radius is compound, 12 to 15.75, 24 frets. Lumen lace side dots. Tall medium jumbo stainless steel frets, 42 mil nut width. And it comes with Cort voiced pickups, so they're coming with in-house pickups, which is fine. And it comes with a gig bag of its own. It comes with D'Addario EXLs at the 1046 ones. Now, if the routing here of the pickups are not too tight, because this doesn't have pickup rings, right? It doesn't have room for pickup rings or screws for pickup rings, but the size of the pickups to me look like they're standard size of the pickups. So you can actually mod this guitar pretty well. Like, you could get a pair of Seymour Duncan Black Winners and then shove it in there on the bridge, and now the guitar sounds like a monster, So that's great. I know a lot of like there's some brands now, like Music Man is doing this painful thing where some of their guitars, like the Kaizen, have this sort of like special routed shape, so you can't actually mod the guitar. You can't put Seymour Duncans or Fishmans or EMGs in it, and I don't like it at all. I don't like that they do that. But this one is easily moddable. You can just shove whatever pickup you want in there and mod it. Oops, our camera just went off. Okay, imagine I'm not there. I'll come back to it in a second. So that's the guitar. And then, watch this. So we got multi-scale. That's your extra piece of wood that I told you guys about that, it allows you to hang the guitar properly. So that's nice. I'm not a fan of the colors, to be fully honest with you. So that's fine. And then obviously they got their own custom hardware, which is exactly like your, exactly like your Strandbergs. You just shove it in that saddle, and then you twist these things to sort of tune the guitar. 5-piece roasted maple walnut neck. I mean, what more can you ask for? The only thing that would make it more stable was to add some extra like carbon rods or platinum rods in there next to the truss rod. But do you really need it in a headless 6-string guitar? Don't know. Yeah. Don't think so. So yeah, anyways, that is the specs of this guitar, and I thought this was really interesting. Like, if you want to take a guitar that is not crazy expensive, go out on the road and mod the heck out of the guitar, this is a good, really good candidate. Yeah. How much is this guitar, I wonder? Before that, can we do this? Hold on. Why did I lose the other camera is what I'm wondering. Alright, it's right down there. In black. I wonder why I lost my camera. Why did that happen? One might wonder. Sorry guys, just bear with me a second. There we go. Don't do me dirty like that. Are we back? We're so back. Okay. We're so back. Alright, go back to this. Hey, where am I? There we go. sabotaging our stream today. This is what a bunch of classical guitar players get on YouTube and trying to sabotage the stream. And we're not gonna let them happen. We're not gonna let them have it. Not gonna happen. Okay. Now, my question was, what is the price of this baby? That's what I want to know. Price. It comes at $840 US. It's not that affordable. So $540 US. It's like just a bit short of 1,000 Australian dollars. That's expensive. That's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like, I thought $600 or something. That was what I had in my mind. Clearly not. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, all right, so this is like an $840 US. What's the cheapest Strandberg, I wonder, just out of curiosity? Let's go to Sweetwater. Strandberg Bowden. Like, it's the Essential, I think. That's the cheapest model, right? The cheapest there we go. $1,150. And then this one, while supplies last, on a special, $930. Okay. So the Strandberg is just like $100 more, no? It's $840. $940. Yeah. So the Bowden Essential is just $100 more if you buy it on special. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it that competitive anymore? Like the pricing? Doesn't look like that to me. like if someone wants a Strandberg, they could buy this on special and like this. Yeah, I think the brand wins. I think the worth of the Strand. I think the difference between the Strandberg brand and the Cort brand is more than $100. So I think people that know these brands would probably just take another extra $100 on the chin and buy this one if it was between the two. Here, that's a little different. Like 1,400, like not 1,400, sorry, 1,150. That's a little different. Yeah. Man, gone are the days that Indonesian guitars were less than $500. So gone are the days. What is the cost of PRS Classic Electric, the $500 one? PRS SECE. Are they still less than 500? No, they're not. So they raised their price. Now they're $560 and $580. They used to be $499. So they raised the price by 10%. Literally 10%. Wow. You know, you might say, oh, it's just $50, but it's $50 on a $500 guitar. That's 10% increase. Good Lord. Yeah, gone are the days that good Indonesian guitars are less than 500. Just gone. Okay. Doroteo said, look at the Legator Rusty Coley signature guitar. Okay, let's have a look. Give me a second. Legator Rusty Coley. Cooley? Rusty Cooley. Okay. Signature. How come it's not on Legator's website? Okay, Doroteo, is it? That's not a Legator, that's an Ormsby. Huh? Brother, that's an Ormsby guitar, not a Legator. Alright, let me share my screen. That's an Ormsby. That's not a Legator. I could be wrong. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's an Ormsby. Yeah. Unless he had a Legator guitar before, because I searched for Legator Rustically signature. They have a Dean guitar. I got hit with the bra. I got hit with the bra. Why? Why would you hit me with the bra? There was no Legator. I searched what you asked me to search. It's an Ormsby. That's Rusty Cooley. At rustycooley.com. You tell me where I'm off, but that's an Ormsby guitar. He used to be with Dean, and now he's with Ormsby. And the headstock is, again, that sort of like a cutaway headstock. You tell me if I'm wrong, brother. You tell me if I'm wrong here. Yeah. What is his bio, I wonder? What kind of bio has he put in his homeless and this about Rusty? There we go. What's his bio there? Not about him. It's about the guitar. Okay. Oh, damn. Look at that. Telling myself, bruh, Doroteo says. Rusty Cooley is from my hometown, Houston, Texas. Well, okay. Well, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Funny, huh? The guy's from Houston, Texas, and he's playing with an Australian brand made in Western Australia in Perth. That's where the Ormsby headquarters is. That's where the HQ is. Yeah, and their master luthier builds are all there in Western Australia. Funny how like the world is a small place, because Ormsby is like a big-ish brand, but they're not that crazily big. You know, so I'm glad they're finding each other. And Ormsby guitars are good. They're not bad guitars. I saw them at the guitar show last year. Not bad at all. Yeah. So there we go. Mystery solved. Yeah. What are Legators doing now that we're talking about Legator? What are they doing this year? Like, what are the new stuff coming out? I wonder. Give me a second, guys. Suz. Here we go. My apologies. What are you guys doing with the new stuff? We wonder. Ninja Ghost. There we go. There we go. Choose your weapon. And I want to check the artist series. That's the Ghost, which is like very similar to Kiesel's Vader. It has the sort of like the peachy bottom that I think Doroteo said it looks like something. What did you say? What it looked like, Doroteo? The bottom of Kiesel Vader's. Okay. Yeehaw. Okay, and then what about the artist stuff? Ha. This is the guitarist for the Russian guy in Slaughter to Prevail. Something Mamedov or something. I forgot. What's his name? Look at that. That's the guitar he plays on the stage, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And that's the Slaughter to Prevail mask, for those of you who are familiar with the band. They got the signature mask that looks like this. That's the guitar. Yeah. Those guys are hard. If you guys have listened to Alex Terrible or Slaughter to Prevail, the band, it's pretty hardcore metal music. Those guys are crazy. Those guys really are. They really pushed it. That's good. Comes with Fishman influenced moderns. Yeah, fair enough. Ha. Interesting. Man, can I, like, here's the thing, you know? I think, like, it's just the fact that you get other options than the big players is so fun. It really is. You can literally get, like, a lesser-known brand and have a superb guitar. Just a kick-ass guitar. There's on the next stream, we're gonna talk about a guitar builder that the bodies are actually made out of some sort of a metal. So it's actually a metal guitar. But we're gonna talk about that. But man, like, it's your mother on Twitch says exactly. Hey man, appreciate you. Yeah, it's exactly that. Like, you can literally just go and get a lesser known brand and the guitar is just rocks. It's just crazy good. And then because the templates, like for say pickup routing, is not that crazily different in measurements and all that jazz, because these smaller builders more often than not don't make their own pickups, right? They just buy from like another brand like Seymour Duncan or EMG and they shove it in there, and you can just mod it the way you like it. And so yeah, that's the thing. By the way, speaking of modding and projects, Project I just bit my own tongue. Project Nazgul, that I announced on the stream a few streams ago, has officially come to a conclusion. Project Nazgul is live. We are editing the final bits of the video. I'll give you guys a taste. Those of you who joined live, let me reward you with a taste of Project Nazgul. Check this out. Yeah. Project Nazgul is finalized. The guitar is ready. The videos are there. We are in the process of editing Project Nazgul, and it'll be out on your local YouTube channel, Mr. Sorenzo YouTube channel, very soon. And we are very excited about it. So if you guys are, yeah, it's a fun project. I had so much fun. Like, some people are gonna be upset with me, but what I did, like the traditionalists of a certain guitar brand, are not gonna be happy with what I did. But then so is life. Who cares? Doroteo says, I'm modding a Sawtooth Natural series. Malta-top guitar, new string saddles, and locking tuners. Hell yes. We like that. We like that. It's so much fun. Mudding is a lot of fun. It's like one of the things I keep reminding myself of is that, like, when you sit down and work with your hands and mod your guitar the way you like it, that process itself is not only a peaceful, fun, joyful project. It not only is such a fun project to do on its own, but it's like you make that guitar more personalized and more about you. You've put more of yourself in that guitar, and I think that's just it's like a beautiful thing. Yeah. Doroteo asks, is that a gladiator mask? No, that's the Nazgul mask. This is have you seen Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings has this character called the Nazgul, the King of Angmar. It's this dude. It's this guy. So there are, I think, 9 characters in Lord of the Rings. They're called the Nazguls. They used to be human kings, and then the Rings of Power corrupted them into them becoming ghosts. And this is their king. And that mask was the mask of the Witch King of Angmar, the head of all Nazguls. Yeah. That's the mask of the Nazgul. Yeah. So you guys will see it. The project is a fun project. I think I was so happy with the outcome of that modding. So it's exciting to see where it's gonna go. The videos are there now, and then we will be. I'm in the process of editing it. I have about, without lying, I think I have about 200 gigabytes of footage for that project. It's like 200 gigabytes of just video footage that I have to go through and edit and all that. It's gonna take me hours to do it. Like all these little videos you guys see, like whether it's a 3-minute video or if it's a long format video, you guys like, you know, it takes a lot more effort than what people usually are familiar with. Like if you had a day job, like if you had like a sales job, you would probably get paid a lot more doing that. Like, but me making those videos and buying the equipment and doing all this stuff, I'm actually losing money on it and losing a lot of time. But I do it because I freaking love it. Like, it's a project of passion. It's not there's absolutely no financial incentive. You lose a lot of money on that. But I did it because I thought it was a fun thing to do. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to show you guys how that turned out and how the guitar sounds like, my lord. So keep an eye out on that. And with that said, guys, I think we're gonna leave it here. We've been on for about, what, 2.5 hours? I think we're gonna leave it here. Couple of announcements. So we've got a music theory video, a short coming in soon, in a couple of days max. So before the end of the week, we got that going on. The Nazgul project I just told you guys about. And then on the next stream, there are still a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to cover that are about NAMM and all that. So there's a bunch of guitars that we still haven't got to that are released during NAMM. We're gonna get to those. We're gonna talk about a guitar with the metal body that I told you guys about in the next stream. So there's still so much to cover. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. What can I say? Thank you so much for hanging out. And as always, like I say on every stream, remember, we're not getting any younger. If you love playing the guitar, pick up and do it. Pick up and play the damn guitar. You never know when the curtain closes. So just pick up and have fun with it. That's all I say. You know, hug your loved ones. Say you love them. Do your responsibilities and all that. But my goodness, at least an hour a day. Set a time aside for you and the guitar. Just, you know, drown yourself in melodies and music and guitar. That's all I say. Dorothy says, cool stream, but arrived late. Man, it's always good to see you. You join in early or late. It's always good to see you. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Dorotio, Zuhair, Ryu, Shaolin, everybody. It's your mother on Twitch. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next video on the next stream. Mwah! Take a good care of yourselves.
Truth I can't let go. A spark inside the silence. of Sorenzo.